What is up, guys? Welcome back to today's video. Ignore this weird line I have on top of my head. It's from this helmet that I have, and it like stops the sweat from like seeping in. It's kind of gross when you think about it, but anyway, today I am so excited for what we're going to be doing because next weekend is our first track day with the fully built up ST. I shouldn't say fully built up, but the track ready ST. I am so excited because we are going to Hastings Motorsports Park next weekend. And the reason why it's exciting is because some of you already know that I work for Ford, and the cool thing about it is I oversee most of the Nebraska area, like those dealerships, and I work on the service side with them. So it's pretty cool because there is a dealership, Hastings Ford, over in obviously Hastings, Nebraska. I was talking with their owner, Scott, and what I was really excited to find out was that he is also a car enthusiast and drives his car at the track. He's got a bunch of different cars, which is really cool. And he's going to be there for this track day as well. So that's awesome. I am definitely excited for that. Sounds like there's a lot of cool people that are going. They also do like a kind of like a cars and coffee in the morning there too. It's just going to be, from what it sounds like, a really fun time. One of the owners of the track actually used to work at Ford. One of them, I guess their son is also like a really high up engineer at Ford, which is really cool too. So a lot of Ford at this track, which makes me really happy to come as an employee of Ford. So that's pretty cool. But what we have today, we're going to be installing this Depo Racing intercooler. I mean, the car is disgusting, so ignore that. But what you can see here, for those of you who don't know, on the Focus, it has these active grille shutters, and it basically just directs all the airflow into this tiny area. That's why a lot of people who are upgrading their STs, they'll actually cut out these holes, which I would like to do because only this small part is actually being used. So I'll have to figure out the best way to do that. But the active shutters are up there, and they're also down here. And the reason why they suck, I mean, I shouldn't say they suck. The point of them is for better MPG. They open and close depending on your speed and all that, and it's supposed to help with overall MPG. And you know, for a normal car, that's not a bad idea. But this car, it's known for getting very heat soaked because the stock intercooler is just very small and just can't keep the car very cool. So on hot track days, that's a big issue. Even just hot places, like if you live in Arizona, I'm sure you have seen this issue as well if you have an ST. So stuff like that, it's just not great for cooling. So what's cool about the aftermarket intercoolers is they are obviously bigger. Typically you remove those active grille shutters just so it's, you know, only air is always going through, better performance. Cool thing about that is I already have everything else to do a really good tune on it. So I've got a cold air intake, I've got a blow-off valve, a cat back exhaust, cat back exhaust. But yeah, those are like the main things. So I also have an access port as well, and I've been on stage 1. But with this intercooler, I can finally get a much better tune and see a lot better power. What Chandler actually has on his ST, you can see he's got the same intercooler I'm going to be putting on. And it's just so much bigger and allows for better performance. And I actually just bought the same tune that he has from Stratified, so we're going to be uploading that as well. Very excited. Super cool. Let's get into it. Got the front bumper off. So now you can more clearly see, I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. I think I actually hit a bird at one point. That's why one of these is broken, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna yank it off, get that out, and then get to the intercooler. Shouldn't be too bad. I think it's just some couplers to pull it out, and then we'll unbox this new one and get it in there. So let's see how that goes. So these are the shutters. I had to disconnect them from right here, and I used a little popper tool because it was kind of clipped in there. Pulled it out. And the interesting thing that I just found out is this is actually, the whole thing is not held on by anything. So, but you can't pull it out, which sucks. So you have to get the intercooler out before you can pull it out. So we gotta get that out. Get this out of the way. I am not going to be reusing this. I don't know. I guess that goes on here. I don't know if I want to put it back on. I'm not really sure if I need it, but we'll see. Start getting the intercooler off and make our way through. God damn. Thanks, Cody. Jesus Christ. Okay. Got the old intercooler out. That was honestly really annoying. Had to get the tubes off on both sides, and I don't know, they're really stuck on there. So that was annoying. We got it. I was using a flathead screwdriver and we're just kind of playing with it. Oh shoot, I gotta grab Cody. Back to what I was saying. You can see, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of crap in it, but just look at the size difference. It's just, that's amazing. So even if you're not putting a tune on it and doing all this stuff, just for the sake of keeping the engine cool, keeping the turbo cool, all of that, this is such a good thing to do. It really is just better for the car, and it's really cool. So just gotta line it back up, get it back on, and hopefully it will be pretty easy. So here's what we did. Got some hardware that came with the kit. So this part hooks on to, where is it? That one right here. Actually, I think it's going to go on the bottom part of it. And then right here is where this guy goes. I got just some nut and bolts that I'm going to throw on, because the stock version is like a clip thing, like this. Bit of focus, like that. But it doesn't work with this type. So just nut and bolt should do the trick. You also got to remember to take off the map sensor and put it on here. That's important. And yeah, so we're going to line it up, get it on, get it bolted, and then get the stupid pipes back on, which I freaking hate a lot. I'm going to leave the bumper off just because we're going to be putting the car on the trailer, and I don't know if it's going to clear just because it's lower now and with the lip. So I'm going to leave it off, and I'm just going to install the bumper when we get to the track. That, guys, we are back in action. Look at that. Oh, it's so much bigger. I love it.
What do you mean by that?
That is awesome. So, like I said before, we're going to leave the bumper off. I think it's just going to make my life easier just with loading and unloading and all that. So we're going to leave that off. I'm going to put that bash bar thing back on here. And I'm just going to put the headlights back in their normal spot. But other than that, I mean, that's it for the intercooler install. All we have left, really, what I want to do is just get the car ready. So I've got like a tech sheet for the track day that I got to do. I want to swap out the brake pads. I'm not going to record that because if you guys want to check out my Instagram, you've seen that I've posted videos on how to install brake pads. So it's not too hard of a thing to do. Just got to fill out the tech sheet. Apparently, one of the things, I don't know if they're actually going to enforce this, but they want you to not have the hubcaps on while on the track, because I guess if it were to pop out, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll take them out just in case if that is actually something they're enforcing. But yeah, gonna get the new pads in. A few other things, just cleaning up the inside. But the main thing was the intercooler. What I want to do as soon as it's back on the ground, is drive it. I didn't record it last time, but I did actually get the tie rod end links in the front all squared away, so I actually haven't driven the car with the new suspension. It needs an alignment, but with the suspension, and now with the intercooler, and the tune that I'm going to upload, shit's going to be fun. So let's get this back together, and let's go for a test drive. Alright guys, moment of truth. So, go in here, see, change ECU map, and then we've got a bunch of different ones in here, but this Stratified tune is the one. Okay, turn off headlights. My headlights were on. Oops. Alrighty, so we're going to let that run, and once it's done, we can actually drive this thing, which, you know, if everything goes well. But to be at this point, it's so nice. So much time has gone into this car, and I'm finally cleaning up the garage, getting everything back together. I've had tools sitting around all over the place, which is not how you want to do it, but yeah, this is exciting. I'm very happy. Alright guys, let's do this. Oh, let's fucking go. Holy shit, guys. Alright. So I don't want to drive it too much because it doesn't have an alignment and I don't want any of that getting messed up. But from what I can tell right away, the throttle response is so much better. I noticed with the stage 1, it would you'd need to, you know, give it a good amount of gas at the beginning, especially when you're easing off of the clutch. That's something I really noticed. But on this tune, it's a lot easier to let off the clutch. It kind of just, the power band just seems a lot smoother, and I really like that. Obviously, in terms of the overall power, it's not going to be a huge difference, but I could still feel it, along with, you know, being lighter because all the interior being gone, new suspension, that type of stuff. I'm stoked. Oh, I can't wait to take this to the track. The only thing that I hate is the freaking hole in the sunroof, because it has this sound that's just, oh, it hurts your ears really bad. So that's not ideal. I'm not happy about that. At least I'll have a helmet on and stuff, so it's not going to be as noticeable, but damn. Other than that, let's fucking go, guys. Let's fucking go. finally got here. And it feels really, really good. Future Tyler talking here. So the camera died back then, so you didn't get to finish hearing what I was saying. Not much else important, at least I was kind of just rambling on. But pretty much, we're good to go. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I have been so stressed out during all of this because it's just been such a pain in the ass, but I'm just so happy to finally be done. So thank you for following along if you have been, and if you're just watching this video for the first time and you enjoyed it, maybe, you know, think about subscribing. It'd be kind of cool. We're at 60 subscribers, so all of you following, appreciate it. It means a lot, especially my friends Felipe and Nicholas and Akash and all of them who just keep bombarding the comments. So shout out to you guys helping out the algorithm one comment at a time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Next week is gonna be so much fun. Some hopefully really, really good stuff is gonna happen. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want to jinx it, but if it does happen, it's gonna be so cool. So can't wait for that. Can't wait to bring you guys along, finally show off what all this hard work has been going to. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time.